Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be making hot rolls. I've never made these before, so we're going to see how it goes. And the first ingredient basically is like a half cup of sugar, and then 2.5 cups of warm water. Okay, we should probably put in our yeast next because it says to put the yeast and the sugar in and then the warm water. 2 tablespoons of yeast. I'm going to let this sit and let it prove that it's alive. And like if the yeast is alive, then it'll get really bubbly on top and have a thick foam on top. But if it doesn't do that, then it means the yeast is dead, and yeah, it's not good. So this is set for maybe 6 minutes to prove that it's alive. And this is how you can tell whenever it's been proofed, is because it's thick and like you can pull it back, you know, and see all that foam. Look how cool that is. That's just so cool. The next step is plain olive oil, or actually really just any kind of oil. We're just going to do a half cup. Just a one-handed operation today. Okay, now we mix in our oil. So all we have left is the flour and the salt. So if you guys know anything about cooking, really like baking, that kind of thing, then you'll know that salt kills yeast. So we can now just put in this salt just like straight into this yeast stuff. We have to do like a bit of a barrier, so we're just gonna put in some flour, and this is just like a 1/4 cup thing. It's kind of rough measurement, so I'm just gonna put in like a cup, and the recipe says about 7 cups. You don't really know how much. It really just depends on like the humidity in the air and everything on how much flour you'll need. Get it? How much flour you'll need? Crack myself up. Okay, now we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm not completely sure how much. I think this is a teaspoon. What do you guys think? It's probably a teaspoon. It's close enough. It's also pink. Yay! Okay, now we're just going to put in more flour, and you just put in enough flour until you get like the right texture to where it will pull away from the bowl and everything. So I'll let you know what that looks like in just a minute. Okay, so as you can see, it is pulling away from like the sides of the bowl, but it is still sticky, so we're just gonna add a little bit more flour. Okay, so I added like maybe a half cup more of flour, and I think I'm just gonna call it like good enough, you know. And so here's the counter, and I spread it with vinegar and just wiped it down so it's basically germ-free. I'm just going to put some flour on the island, spread it around, and start kneading. Okay, so like I'm trying to figure out where to put the camera. This is good. You're actually sitting on one of those like knife holders that's sitting on top of a sugar bowl with a lid. So yeah, okay. So here's our clean surface with our flour on it, and here's our dough, and we're just going to take out the dough, which is sticking to the bowl. Okay, it's not bad. I'm gonna go get the bench scraper. I'll be right back. I couldn't find the bench scraper, so I got this. So we're gonna start kneading. Can you see the bread? Probably. Okay, so how to knead this. Do you see how soft this is? It's so soft. Okay, so you bring it out, bring it into the middle, push down. Bring it out, bring it into the middle, push down. Bring it out, in, down, out, in, down, out, in, down. So, do country songs ever just like get stuck in your head? Like, do you guys listen to country ever? I used to be not a country fan. I met this guy, and he loves country. And so I'm like, okay, I'll give it another try. So I started listening to country, and I country convert. How do you say that? I don't know. But yeah, so here we are. A lot of country songs stuck in my head. Very fun. Okay. Look how cute this is. It's like, smooth. Okay. Need a little bit more flour. Hope you guys can see this okay. The screen is kind of covered up by knives, so can't see. Okay. Gotta give it a massage. Just kidding, that's not mandatory. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, the window pane thing is next. So we have to get a knife. We're gonna take off this corner. Can you see? I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna take off this corner here and do a window pane test. I can't really show on camera because I don't have enough hands. Can you see it now? Just two. But basically it's where you like hold the little piece of the dough up to like a window pane or like a ceiling fan light, and you just see if you can see little like gluten strands in it, and if you can, then like that means that you've kneaded enough, and if you can't, then like you haven't. So yeah, that's how that is. I'll be right back. It's close enough. Okay, so we're just gonna press that little thing back in there. Okay, now I flip it back over, give it a massage. Again, not mandatory, just something I like to do to butter up my bread. Did you get it? It's really funny. No one gets it, okay. Okay, so what you do next is we're going to put this dough ball in a greased bowl. I'm just going to use the same bowl that I used to mix it in, but like we're going to put it in an unheated oven with the oven light on, which gives it just a little bit of warmth to like make it rise some for like half an hour. But we need to put some oil in here to like move it around, you know, and cover the bowl with it. So yeah. So grease the dough ball and it won't like stick, you know what I'm saying? So pick it up, this, special, you just drop it in. Then you move it around, you flip it. Look, it flipped. Ooh, the fact that it's actually flipping like I want to is shocking to me. Okay, so here it is. We're going to put a towel over this and put it in the oven. My mom and I typically do like plastic wrap, but I don't really want to get the plastic wrap all dirty, so I'm going to get a towel dirty instead. So I'll go get the towel. I ran into the corner of the island. That hurt. Okay, I'm going to put a towel over bread dough. And we're going to put it in the oven. No, with the oven light on. Without the oven on. With the door closed. Okay? See you in 30 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to get the bread dough out of the oven. It's been in there for a little over half an hour. Here's our dough. Look how much it actually rose. That's really exciting. Okay, so I'm going to look at the recipe. It says after about 30 minutes, check the dough to see if it's done rising. Okay, if you poke the dough and it bounces back, let it continue to rise. If the poke doesn't bounce back and stays a bit indented, the first rise is finished. I'm gonna call that good because like it doesn't come up all the way, so that means it's risen enough. There's also, it's really airy, it has like a lot of like air bubbles in it, you know? So I'm gonna get out my cookie sheet. We have our cookie sheet and we're going to put oil on it here at the end. And we actually have to like cut this first. So I'm gonna get something to cut this with. Ooh, look at that. Reminds me of, see that bubble? You see that? It's sinking. Okay. This actually reminds me of like pizza dough. I don't know why. I wonder if you could use it the same. I really don't know. Okay. How do I cut? I guess I need a knife. Okay, so we're gonna cut this. How big roughly? Who's texting?
Sydney, she just got done reading my book.
Okay, so we're gonna cut this in half. And then cut it in half again, like this, Kristen? Like this?
Yeah.
Like that? Like tiny? Okay, and then we're gonna cut it again.
Yeah, this whole thing very cut.
Very professional over here. Totally experienced in this department, you know? I don't like cutting dough because it just doesn't work right, you know? We're roughly the same size. Chris, do you want to say hi to the camera?
No.
My sister doesn't want to say hi to the camera. She's like, yeah, I don't like cameras, even though I have my own YouTube channel.
And website.
And website. She's an author, but still doesn't want to hang out on
so
camera.
You're deleting me out of that?
No, I'm totally gonna keep that part. I cut them evenly, but like they don't look even, but that's okay, because that's just how it is. I'm gonna put this over here. Okay, so I'm gonna put this. Oh, should I shape it? Doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna flip it over in like this oil, and then like on both sides, and then put it back here. So yeah, we're gonna do that again with all the others, and repeat the process for all of them. So here we go. I should have preheated the oven, but I didn't even think about it. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. So we're gonna preheat the oven. Whenever it's preheated, I'll let you know. The oven is preheated to 400 degrees, and the recipe says to put it in the oven for like 15 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. There we go. Timer just went off, and now we're gonna see if it's done. So I need oven mitts, and we're just going to see if the bottom's done. I don't think it's quite done. Okay, I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes and then call it good. Okay, here's the rolls. They look pretty good. Here is the burger bun. Thanks for watching.